Hello, and welcome to Things I've Done. Today we are at Zion National Park in southwest Utah. Zion is known for its towering red rock formations, its mesas, and water-carved canyons. We are here today to climb Angel's Landing. We started Angel's Landing via the West Rim Trail. The West Rim Trail heads up to Refrigerator Canyon and goes through Walter's Wiggles and cuts over to Scout Lookout. You can get your permits on rec.gov. They have a daily lottery or a seasonal ticket here. We are now entering Refrigerator Canyon. Refrigerator Canyon lives up to its name. It is nice and cool in here on this 90-degree day that we got our permit to do this hike. Interesting fact about Refrigerator Canyon, it's home to the Mexican spotted owl. They are on the endangered species list. There are signs posted at the beginning of the trail asking us to please be quiet as we make our way through here. They really enjoy their quiet habitat. Enjoy the rest of the short walk through here. After walking the rest of the way out of Refrigerator Canyon and making our way up Walter's Wiggles, we have finally made it to the checkpoint station. They would prefer if you could print out or screenshot your permits here, because they actually do check your permits here, and it is required to do the rest of Angel's Landing's hike here. This gentleman in front of me and the lady in front of me, they are from Norway. He's about to ask if I'm fast, and I then tell him I'm pretty fast, but my girlfriend is kind of slow, so we'll take it easy on this hike. Plus, it is a treacherous hike. There are some pretty sketchy spots on this hike, as you will see once we make it farther into the trail. But as you can see, there's a line already, and this is literally the beginning of the trail. A lot of stopping and waiting for people on a busy day, but it wasn't too bad because you get to enjoy some of the sights all around you. As you can see from the video, there are chains on this trail. They kind of guide you on where you're supposed to go. They are not much there for support. They do give, so if you really had to lean into it, it moves a little bit there. But they're there for more guiding you along the way. I had an interesting question for when we were back at the checkpoint station. I asked if they were hot, and the lady said she had no idea. But they're a little warm, but not too bad. Still able to grab onto them if you need to. At this point right here, we are taking a break so other people can come on down. I believe that me and the guy are talking about some other cool trails we've done here in the park and some other places that we've been. And then I believe he has asked me if I wanted to continue to go in front of them. And I said, no, they can keep moving through. I'm pretty athletic, so I chose to climb up this part of the trail right here to make my way around some slower people here. I wouldn't suggest anybody else doing this. You should probably just follow the trail. It's kind of risky business here. As you can see, my girlfriend is now coming through. She's trying to figure out how I got up there even. Would not suggest anybody else really doing that, unless you are pretty athletic and coordinated. I'm trying to guide her through where I just went. As you can see, the other people had taken the lower way, and I just wanted to get around them instead of waiting. I would describe Angel's Landing as being like plateaued or like kind of like stairs. You do some climbing and then it gets to like a point like I'm about to walk into right here, where it gets pretty flat, but then you get to see all 360 around you views. It's pretty nice. And then you, after leaving this plateaued area, you will go back to climbing and then another plateau and then climbing and another plateau. That's kind of how it went. This part that we're entering into right now is actually a bit scary. It's pretty thin right here, with some drops off to each side. It was pretty scary, actually. At this point right here, I am just taking in the view. It is pretty awesome. You can't see it in the video, but there are shuttle buses down there that look like little ants. It is pretty high. And I believe I am coaching my girlfriend along, saying that she's got this, and we can keep going. It's pretty scary. I would not recommend this trail to anybody who has a fear of heights. It is clearly not for that person. As I had mentioned, there are some little spots that you kind of have to crawl in, such as this spot here. It's kind of like climbing or crawling. I don't know how you describe that really. I'm just coaching my girlfriend on how to get up here. I do like this part coming up as you start to get to like the mouth of Refrigerator Canyon, which is down to the right, where it starts to open up to like the whole Zion Park. It is pretty awesome views that you have going on. Like I'd said at the beginning, there's a lot of stopping and waiting for people to come down. I do believe that the people coming down have the right of way because they have already climbed up and are pretty exhausted, so to make them wait any longer is kind of rude. So we do have a lot of stopping and waiting for people to come on down. There are some parts like this part right here where you do have to use your hands and feet to climb up. At least I felt that way. It was kind of a sketchier area of the trail, I feel like. And here I am waiting for my girlfriend and kind of coaching her like where to put her hands and stuff to come on up. there were these two girls that are in front of us right here. They did the whole hike with no shoes on. I don't know if I'd recommend that or not, because I did it in a pair of Jordans. I didn't have any better shoes to do this with, but I don't know if I'd actually go barefoot. So hats off to them for doing this whole trail barefoot. It's pretty crazy. And here we are on another little plateau. So some interesting things. For this section, we decided to take a break, and when we decided to take a break, my girlfriend actually had a breakdown, and she was not knowing if she wanted to keep going or if we should go back, but she ended up breaking down, crying, and was like, we still have to go back down, and we've come this far. So I'm just coaching her along, saying it's okay, we can go back if you want, kind of thing. We did proceed to keep going, obviously, but it is pretty scary going back down, so it's not for the faint of heart for sure. I do find it kind of ironic that at this exact moment, the two girls with no shoes do come up here and they ask my girlfriend to take their picture for them. And then in a few moments here, there's going to be some kids and a father that appear on camera as well. My girlfriend then asks them how old they are. The kids are 8 years old. They're pretty brave for doing this as a hike. It's pretty scary, as I said, so they're pretty tough dudes over there. It's pretty funny. After some coaching and some coaching from the kids and the two girls with no shoes, we do proceed to keep going for the rest of the hike here, as you can see. Like I had said, there's some spots where you do kind of have to foot and hand crawl to get up and stuff, as you can see from this section right here. We are now nearing closer to the end of Angel's Landing though, almost to the tip here. And we're just about to the end of the Angel's Landing section here. It is at this point, though, that my girlfriend decides I don't need to go any farther. So she is going to take a nice little break here. I believe she took a break with that Norwegian guy, and the Norwegian guy, his girlfriend, continued to keep going, and I chose to keep going. So I think she takes a break right here for a little while, and then I continue to keep venturing out. This part was a little nerve-wracking for me as well, like, because we're just so high up, and it's just like sandstone. So like I said, I had Jordans on, so I was kind of leery, I guess, about continuing to go forward. But I do end up turning around and following these girls back out to the end of Angel's Landing. And here we are at the end of Angel's Landing. This is the end for me, at least. There is another section that kind of in front of these girls that goes down a little ways. There were a couple people down there, but it's pretty slick, and I assume this is how people fall off. I didn't feel like it was safe to keep going down. Neither did these girls. So I guess choose at your own discretion if you want to keep going, if you do choose to do this hike. And we are beginning our descent down. There were some pretty sketchy spots going down, so we just decided to go nice and slow. There was a couple areas where you kind of have to butt scoot. Just take it easy, go nice and slow. There's no rush, nobody's rushing you to go any faster. So nice and easy if you do decide to do this hike. Yeah, like I said, there are some sketchy spots, so just going nice and slow, just like I'm doing right here, taking it easy. I do end up sitting on my butt in a couple spots just to slide down. Like I said, I did this in Jordans. I wouldn't really recommend that either. But it was all I had at the moment, and I wasn't going to pass up this opportunity to do this hike. It was a pretty memorable hike. It was an awesome experience. If you get the chance and you're not afraid of heights, I would highly recommend doing this hike. It was spectacular. Zion is so beautiful and amazing. At this point, I kind of just wander around on this little plateau waiting for my girlfriend. I really liked this plateau because you can see right down Zion Canyon over here. We were camping off in the back over there. And at this point, we decided to take our selfie that we did the trail. So it was pretty fun. Great experience. I guess at this point, I've used Snapchat several times in this video, as you can see. My name on Snapchat is Jordan Sturgis. TikTok, my name is PapaJ920. And then my Instagram is just Jordan Sturgis as well. I do post some videos on there that are shorter, obviously. Check those out if you want. And like I said, the rest of this trail is just like us descending down. I didn't want to bore you guys with that. If you did like this video, I hope you like and subscribe it. I have more trail videos like this from a bunch of different other national parks that I will be posting later. Thank you.